Here we are again. It's Motivation Monday. All right. Hey, Quentin, good morning. Lynette, good morning. Jay Step. All right. C. Famil. Yes. Another great day in the neighborhood. What can I tell you, folks? I'll say this, man. It has gotten cold. It's freezing up here. It's hard to believe. The temperature literally dropped 30 degrees. Yesterday morning, it was beautiful. We were out, it was 78 degrees. By last night, it was down to 50. This morning, I think it's in the 40s. So I don't know. Anybody who does not believe in global warming, I don't know. Let's just put it like this. Something is going on. Well, it's another Monday. A great Monday. Monday's always good because they signify starting off a new week and making new commitments about what you want to do, what you want to be, and what you want to have. And as we start closing out this year, every Monday, let's see. Sa esa sefe la mele. Okay, good morning. I'll get it right. Si fe mele. Okay. So, as we start closing out the week, starting the week, it's really important to set the tone for the week, to really, whatever you're going to do this week, if you haven't written the goals for this week, and that's critical. If you don't have goals for this week, it will just happen. The week is going to go down whether you have goals or not. The week is going to go down whether you have a great week or a lousy week. So why not make it a great week? Let's that be. Okay, got you. Sifel Mali. Thank you. Sifel Mali. Gotcha. So why not make it a great week? And so how do you make it a great week? Number one, you must have some specific goals for this week. List 5 things you want to accomplish this week. Between today, Monday, and Friday, 5 things you want to accomplish. And let me tell you something, folks. If you really want to put yourself and your relationship and your results on steroids, write those 5 things and share it with somebody you care about and somebody who's positive. Don't share it with negative people. When you tell them, I'm going to fly by Friday, they're going to give you all the reasons why you can't do it. Even if you say, you know what, I'm just going to have a good week. Probably not. It's cold. People are mean. Okay. So make a list of 5 things you want to accomplish this week. And listen, after we post this broadcast, one thing I've learned, that some of the comments when you post it, it's kind of different. But after we post the podcast, this broadcast, write the 5 things you want to accomplish. Share it with the world. You know what that does? We have a subconscious need to be congruent. Even though people lie and disappoint, there's an inner urge to do what you say and say what you're going to do. And so the moment you declare it to the world, you set up a vibration to help you accomplish it. So that's a good idea, to just write the 5 things you want to accomplish this week and commit to do this, to read them over at least 3 times today and every day. And as you accomplish these 5 things, cross them off your list. Welcome, Sade. Thank you. Hakeem, thank you. Susie Q, welcome. So as you accomplish the things this week, cross them off your list. So 5 things, read them over at least 3 times a day, cross them over, cross them out after you accomplish them. Now, once you made that list and the 5 things you want to accomplish, under each one, get a big sheet of paper. And I like to take a sheet of paper and break it into 4s. And number 1, the first thing you want to accomplish, put it up top and write the things necessary to accomplish those things, that particular thing. When you're going to perform those things and how long each. The things to accomplish that, the time that you're going to do them, and the amount of time each one takes. So when you do that, for each of the 5 things you want to accomplish this week, that forms the basis for your plan. Those of you who are new joining us today, we are talking about success. We're talking from sections of our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And you know what? I feel generous today. Even though it's cold, the sun's out. I'll tell you what, anybody, we have our home study course. We have a special on the home study course. It's $97, but we have an introductory offer of $47. And you get 4 audios, you get a workbook, all kinds of goodies, over $100 worth of materials. But if you order today, if you go to our website, herbertharris.info, and you click on that link that it takes you to the home study course, anybody, and this is today, okay, today, this here day, anybody who orders the home study course, even though it's a digital product, we're going to send you a free copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. So don't forget herbertharris.info and click on the home study course. When you order today, Monday, Motivational Monday, we'll send you a free copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Also, I want to look at one of our quotes for today. And let's look at this. Today's quote, I think, is, let's see, what's a good one? I'll tell you what. Quote number 12. I execute my plan and produce desired results. I execute my plan and produce desired results. So you make your list of 5 things you want to accomplish today. You take each one of those 5 things and you break them down into the things that must be done to accomplish each one of your 5 goals, when you're going to do them, and how long it takes. And then you make a plan for getting it done. Now, plan each one independently. Don't get all mixed up and mished up trying to plan 5 different things. Take each one of those things that you want to accomplish this week and make that list, okay? And develop a plan for that particular thing. It's better to accomplish one of the things that you set out to do this week than to spend a whole week messing around with all 5. So I make a plan, I execute my plan, and produce desired results. So this sort of sets us up. I wanted to get that out because without that, chances are things may not happen as effectively as they can. Trust me, things are going to happen, okay? Whether you're in control and determine what's going to happen or whether it happens to you, it's up to you. You see, life always goes on. If you have no plan, the world has one for you. If you have a plan, it's like pushback. So with that being said, I wanted to just hit something this morning that kept coming up. Over the weekend, I was at church, and by the way, I'm speaking next Sunday on the 20th, and it'll be live online, so you can join me. But as I was watching stuff going down at the church, I was realizing, how important relationships are. Our church has been through some transformations, and many churches have been. And one of the things that's really kept it together is people working together, the relationships between the people there. And based on the relationships, they've been able to really focus on what's important and what they need to do to make it happen. And so I wanted to just share a little bit with you about improving your relationships, because your relationships can help you close this year out strong. Your relationships can prepare you for next year so that you live a life by design. You see, you can have a great day or you can make it a great day. And relationships are a way to help you make it a great day. On page 165 of the book, there's a section there on ways to improve your relationships with other people. Number 1, before you even get into other people, be clear about who you are. Be happy with yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop focusing on all the bad things you've done, all the failures you've had, all the bad relationships, all the things that you've done that did not work out well. So rekindle that relationship with yourself. I love me. If you want an affirmation to really get up, go when we finish today, go look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I love me. Matter of fact, write it in the chat. I love me. Because this is not an ego-centered being piece. This is a declaration piece. I love me. I am important to me. So let's look at some of the ways you can make yourself likable and improve your relationships with other people. Number one is just that, make yourself likable. You know, people like to be around folks who are fun. People like to, Sade, thank you. I love me. Quentin, I love me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man, that's the rock. That's the foundation. If you don't love yourself, anything you build, any relationship you build, if you don't love yourself first, it's probably doomed. So love yourself first and then make yourself likable. When you are likable, people want to be around you. How do you do that? Well, first, love yourself. Be happy with yourself. And then radiate a smile. A smile is the most infectious thing you have ever experienced. Do you know that I can smile in 28 languages? In fact, think about this. A smile communicates in any language. So no matter what you're doing, if you make yourself likable, if you radiate a smile, if you radiate a warmth, people may not understand you, but they will communicate with you. You make them feel a certain kind of way. I think it was Maya Angelou said, you know, people may not remember what you said, people may not remember what you did, but people will remember how you made them feel. So when you make yourself likable, you make people feel liked. Got me? Okay. Number two, and let me tell you, I work at this one because this is critical. Always remember people's names. People know when you don't know their name. When you, hey, sugar, what's up, brother? Yo, 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 yo. All of these communication tools very often are just because people don't remember your name. There's no sound of a person better to a person than the sound of their own name. And let me tell you something. When you're doing whatever you're doing, when you're going through your list of 5 things, when you interact with people, make it a point to know their names. What I do now is I have a little index card I always carry with me. And whenever I meet a person, I put my little card on. I always have a pen. Trust me. If you ever find me without a pen, I'll give you $100. I always have a pen. So I take my little index card and I write the person's name. Because now, as I see that person, I focus and see the index card, you can kind of hide it in your, it's like a palm card. But you do that until you remember a person's name, because the moment you remember people's names, it takes your relationship and your communication to a different level. Number 3, express appreciation for what other people do. No matter what it is. Don't set your sights so high, your expectations so high that you can't appreciate the fact that a person just showed up. King Love, thanks for joining us. You know, if you can just appreciate the fact that someone is there. When you walk into a wow, guys, I'm really glad to see you. What a beautiful day. Thanks for being here. Do you know just that changes the dynamics of the meeting? You ever go in the meeting and a person just walks out and starts yakking? It's so much more powerful. Good morning, King Love. It's so much more powerful when you can express appreciation, thank them for being there. Anything a person does, express appreciation for it. When you express appreciation, you're like priming the relationship pump. When you express appreciation for what people do, guess what? They'll do more. Number 4, Be lavish in your praise. A friend of mine was telling a story about, he said he'd gone into one of those health food stores, and the lady who was at the, the checkout counter, everything about her said she was having a bad day. Everything. When she was running the goodies through the little scanner, she didn't even look at the people. And she just told them what the price was, took the money, and went on to put your card in. And it was such a negative vibration that my friend said, wow, she must really be having a good day. What can I do to make her day better? Now, that's a little tip off, folks. Especially people you want to work with, people who you may want something from. I'm not saying it is a tete-a-tete type thing, but if there's somebody that you want to ingratiate yourself with, somebody that you need on your success journey, then the all-powerful question is there any way I can help? Is there anything you need? So my friend said he looked at the lady and she was so negative, it was like impacting him. And so she had on this sweater thing that had a little kind of a scarf type thing attached to it. And he looked at it and he said, it's a weird color. He said it was a color somewhere between a pink and a bluish looking thing. And he said to the lady, he said, wow, that is a beautiful sweater. What color is it? And her whole countenance changed. She said, I don't know exactly what color it is. My mom gave it to me. And she said, I thought it was kind of a turquoise, but it was just, he said, that's a beautiful color. Wow. And she said, do you like it? And he said, oh yeah. He said, I'd love to have a shirt like that color. She said, oh, wow. I don't know exactly. She said, but if you come back tomorrow, I'll ask my mom, exactly what the official name of this color. Okay. Look at that. From that moment on, the next person who came along, she was like, good morning. Let me ring your stuff up. So what I'm saying is relationships are so powerful. They can transform other people and they can transform you. Did you know he felt great after that? He said, after that, man, I felt like King Kong, Mighty Joe Young, that I could do anything. There's some other things to help you improve your relationship, but I think those four, let me add one more, and then we can complete today. And maybe this is number one. Listen intently to the other person's words, comprehending, understanding, and reacting to them. Hey, John Wilson, my good buddy from New York. Thanks for joining us, John. Now, Quentin, you're a sales. Quentin is in a healthcare sales to small companies predominantly. But in making the sale and presenting the program, one of the key things of the great salespeople is to listen to the other person's words. To listen so that they can tell you what they need, so that they can tell you what they want to buy. When you listen to another person's words, and when I say listen in an engaging fashion. Sometimes people try to look like they're listening, but in their minds, they are thinking about what they want to say next. In their mind, they're thinking about how they want to answer that person. Many times in their mind, they're not even listening to the person, they're just looking at them, but they're thinking about what they want to say next. So when you listen intently to another person's words, listen actively, give eye contact. Physical contact. When a person is telling you something, there are ways you can just physically move that makes a person feel like you're getting it. And then when you act to it, react to it in a way that's congruent and uplifting. React to it in a way that adds value to whatever the person said. I'll tell you something now. You know, a person may say something that is just downright stupid. And in your mind, you may want to say, how dumb can you be? How could you think something so stupid? But don't do that. When you listen intently to another person's word, you develop ways that make people feel relaxed and comfortable talking to you. There's a great word called interesting. So when a person is telling you something that really sounds off the wall, rather than say that's a silly thing to say, you go like, wow, that's interesting. It does two things. It makes the person feel at ease, you're not attacking them. It also makes them feel like that they're being heard. Because even say that's interesting means you must have heard what they said. And let me tell you something. Many times people will say stuff and not really have a backup emotion behind it. What I mean, they say something like, this is a terrible party. Now you could say, it's not, but try this. Wow, that's interesting. Is there anything else? Is there anything else opens the door to communication? Wow, that's interesting. Is there anything else about this party? Well, I don't like the people. Wow, that's interesting. What is it you don't like about the people? Now, very often, when you go take that why, is there anything else a little further down the line, you may often find that people don't really mean what they say. Sometimes people just say something to be saying something. So today, let me recap. We've covered a lot today. I hope this was helpful. Number one, we talked about this week. This is Motivation Monday. And the thing that I would love for you to do is to make your list of 5 things you want to accomplish this week. And I ask after we post this broadcast to share it with the world. Write down the 5 things you want to accomplish and share it with somebody you care about so you can establish some type of accountability. Number 2, each one of the 5 things that you want to accomplish, make a list of the things that you must do to accomplish that thing, the time and day you will do that particular activity, and the amount of time it will take. And then number 3, work at it. Read that list over 3 or 4 times each day. Once you get into your execution phase, read the list of things you want to accomplish each day, 2 or 3 times that day. Of the 5 things, to treat each one independently and separately. Complete the list to accomplish thing number 1. Complete the list to accomplish thing number 2, and all the pieces that go with it. And then now you can make a plan, and make a plan for each individual thing. Don't try to do group planning. So goal number 1, list of things, schedule when they must be done, time each one will take, make a plan to accomplish them, read things over each and every day, and then set out to accomplish that particular thing. Once you do all 5, then you can now fit in the necessary ingredients to accomplish them in each and every day, and then monitor your progress. Then we talked about the power of relationships to help you in accomplishing your goals. That I call them the ways to improve your relationships, to make yourself likable, to always remember people's names, express appreciation for what other people do, be lavish in your praise, and listen intently to other people's words, comprehending, understanding, and reacting to them. If you can do these things, listen to this broadcast over and over. Be sure to write down the 5 things you're going to accomplish. But this broadcast can help you flat out accomplish great things this week. And then you just do it again. Focused Woman, thank you for joining us. Okay. Quabina Frank, thank you for joining us. And Bowens Muldrow, thanks for joining us. So Wrapping up, remember those things. Work your affirmation. And don't forget, those of you who just joined today, this day, meaning Motivation Monday. Cheryl, the really, okay, Shaw, the real estate shark. Welcome this morning. So remember this, today, this Monday, if you go to our website, herbertharris.info, and click on the home study course, the new you for the new year home study course, where we have a special. It's normally $97, it's $47. If you get it today, not tomorrow, but today, we will throw in a free copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success to help you create the new you for the new year. All right, folks. Once again, thank you so much. So much. It is my honor to serve you. It's my honor to be with you. And you know that you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have anything you desire. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Just take a deep breath for a moment. Just let it sink in. Think about the 5 things you want to accomplish. Think about creating positive relationships with other people. And commit to live each day flat out. So that at the end of each day, you can say, I did everything I could today to make tomorrow the way I want it to be. If you can do that each and every day, then you can be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, have whatever you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. See you on Tuesday. No, see you on Wednesday for Wisdom Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great, magnificent day, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so